Being a certified Toyota bodybuilder, the Tundra has come into our workshop before it's even headed to the dealership. The main scope into our workshop was to get a 3.99 tonne GVM upgrade done on the truck before it gets number plates at the dealership before customer handover. On top of that build, once that pre-registration GVM upgrade has been installed, it can come back into the workshop and it can get other things. Communications, power into the rear, and a few other bits and pieces is all this customer needs for a nice daily that can do a little bit of farm work. Is it about time that we're going to see a lot more Tundras hit Australian roads? Having a pre-registration GVM upgrade with a payload of over 1,240 kilos, this is exactly how these things should roll out from Toyota. I'm Dean Bleasnart, the co-founder of Big Dog Builds, with now over 850 trucks through the workshop. The Tundra platform is not as popular as the HD trucks that we're building, but it can be the perfect first step into an American truck for yourself. If you're unsure at which truck to purchase, download the new buyer's kit. Have a read from that one. There's chapters and chapters of information. You can choose which vehicle platform is going to suit you and your family's needs. Once you've chosen that platform, the sales team are ready to get your chosen build into the workshop, whether it be pre-registration like this one behind us, or a post-registration build ready to tackle weekends away, day-to-day work, or a full trip around Australia. Let's start at the front of this Tundra. We'll go through the GVM upgrade, the new payload, and then we'll get this thing on the scales at the end, see what it weighs in at, see what the new payload looks like, and what other bits and pieces we're doing before it heads back to the dealership. The Tundra platform, being the Platinum or the Limited here in Australia, you get two different variants. The Platinum has a slightly different grille. It's also got that shadow chrome, so it looks really, really good no matter which color you go for. The telltale sign of a Platinum as well is these side badges down the sides. The Limiteds don't have that. And then a few other little bits and pieces, which I'm sure your local dealership will tell you. But what we've done is we've had the vehicle come straight from Toyota remanufacture down in the Walkinshaw facility in Melbourne into the workshop, and we've installed the 3.99 tonne GVM suspension kit. The BDS Fox 3-inch suspension kit can retain factory wheels and tyres for this 3.99 tonne kit, and having the Fox 2.5 dual speed control shock absorbers is going to give you great control both front and rear. Having full adjustability in the shock absorbers both low speed and high speed lets you really get in, fine tune how the suspension's travelling, whether you've got a trailer on the back, you might be unladen heading around town, or out on a trip around Australia. Having the adjustability in the shocks and serviceability in the shock means that these ones here, tuned every couple of years, will stay in good condition and probably outlast a lot of the other components on the vehicle itself. Now that we have done the BDS 3-inch suspension kit, you could squeeze slightly larger tyres. This customer's wanting to run the factory wheels and tyres, get the most out of those ones there, and then down the track, I'm sure he'll come back into the workshop for a stage 2. We'll get some wheels and tyres sorted and a few other bits and pieces that we spoke about on the initial calls. As you can see, this one coming straight from remanufacture, still got plastic on the seats, hasn't gone through any pre-dealer delivery, and we've got the UHF kit sitting in here, which is going to go on the back once the electric tonneau cover is done at the dealership. So this customer I've actually done a few builds for in the past. The UHF will come after it gets the tonneau cover on, come back into the workshop and get the final little bits and pieces done. So we'll keep that one in there for now. We've already installed the handpiece inside the cab, and in the rear of the Tundra, where all your battery is. No batteries under the bonnet, obviously being the hybrid model. That's all tucked away under here. We've actually installed the power panel, a few MIDI fuse holders in there, ready to put power from inside the rear into the back. There's some pretty cool power options for the Tundra, obviously being the hybrid motor. Slightly different to some of the traditional ones. We can't do the big battery setups under the back seat like the Chevy 2500. It's got that big hybrid battery as well as the 12-volt battery to crank the motor over as well. As we spin around the back, everything else is very standard on this one. We haven't done any electric side steps. Nothing's done there. The factory steps are good enough. This customer's wanting a upgrade from the 300 series, have the 1,000 kilos of payload in the rear end and have something that's quite comfortable and can do a little bit of farm work as well as be nice and comfortable around the town as well. The kids have grown up, you don't need the 7 seats anymore, and the Tundra platform is the next one and the first one in the American truck platform. It's safe to say, I think this customer is going to be back in a few years' time for a HD truck, but the Tundra platform, as I've said to him, is going to be the perfect entry-level platform into the American truck scene. Having a good usable tub means that he can throw hay bales, do all sorts of stuff in the back end here, and I believe he's got a tonneau cover getting sorted, and that's when we're going to then throw the UHF on the back. You can see we're a little bit of midway build on this one here. Yes, the car's dirty. It has come straight from conversion. Anderson plug wiring already at the back there, ready for some mounts on the rear with the team. And then we've got some power going into the tub as well. The customer's going to have a fridge slide and a few other bits and pieces ready to go for a small stage 2 as well. So having the usability in the tray space in this one here, it is quite decent. It's a bit of a weird tray on the Tundra. They're like a composite sort of plasticky looking side, so they're not the steel trays like a lot of the other ones. But the Platinum models, they definitely look the part. The black trims, the rear tail lights look the part. Color-coded bumpers on the Platinum as well. The Limiteds have got the silver bumpers and a few other features that are quite different. And just remember, if you're confused about which platform to purchase, the buyer's kit is the perfect thing to download first. Before you spend the money potentially on the wrong platform, download the buyer's kit. Plenty of different options, a lot of different information on every single vehicle, whether it be the Tundras, the F-150s, the 1500s, or up into the HD trucks with the 25, 3500s, F-250s, 350s. You might even need an F-450 in your life. So the buyer's kit is definitely the first place to go before you choose which vehicle to get into. A lot of people ask, how does the Tundra compare against a HD truck? Call it a Ram or a Chevy 2500. Well, the Tundra, it's going to be very, very comfortable around town. It is quite nice as a car or a normal ute, but a proper truck is the HD series. A big diesel motor, nothing tows like a HD truck. Not saying that the Toyota Tundra can't tow the 4.5 ton, but if I was doing it on a daily, I'd definitely be in a HD truck. Nice, comfortable daily, a few odd trips, a few trailers on the weekends. This platform here could be perfect. If you're towing any more seriously than that, those big weekends away with the whole family, HD truck is definitely where it's at. That's my 2 cents on Tundra versus the HD trucks. And these ones here, I'm keen to see more of these 399 ton GVM platforms come through the workshop. The full kit is very complex. We've also added airbag helpers in the rear of this one here as well. So when the customer does load up, those rear coils can be quite soft. Having the airbag assist will ensure a good tow, no matter if the van's on the back, the boat's on the back, or he's got farm gear around the property. Download the buyer's kit, get into the right vehicle. Myself and the team are here to help every stage along the way. If you like this build video, guys, check these two out here and these two down below. They're pretty cool as well.